Alright, so before we get started, let me disclaim this by saying this is not cheap. You can spend a lot of money getting your slide milled, and it's not going to be for everybody. Some people are going to scoff at this. I'm sure I'll get some comments below. You can spend from $200 on up. And last year I built my dream AR-15. I called it Project Lightsaber because it came in just a hair over 5 pounds, about 5.5 pounds. And now I'm building my dream Glock 19. And this is one of the first phases of that, was getting all of the slide work done. Very happy with the results. I think in total I spent about $510 or something like that on this. And so I'm going to now give you a minute for a few of you to wake back up and get up off the floor. But very worth it to me. So there are several different cut styles that you can choose from. Again, I'm going to post a link in the description below so you can go check them out. This one's called the Bearded Gunner. It basically has to do with where these windows and where they are on the front of the slide and how many windows. The serrations end up in different places, and depending on the length of your gun, these windows may be, like if you have a Glock 17 with a longer slide, these windows may be longer. And then there are different cuts you can get on the top here. You can either choose to get the RMR cut on the top here, which I did. I do have an RMR that I plan to put on here. And for now, I've got this, what they call their carbon cap on the top. It is a very nice carbon fiber piece that he actually hand molds to the top. I got these custom cuts here, taking the hard edges off the side of the Glock, or those rounded edges, excuse me. And I also got it Cerakoted. This is the Sniper Gray. So for those of you who've been watching the channel for a while, my Glock 19 was flat dark earth, and he stripped all that off and recoated it to this Sniper Gray. And I gotta say, this is an extremely high quality Cerakote job. I thought the one that I had in flat dark earth, which I got done locally here, was a really nice job. But this is an exceptionally nice job. On the back here, you can also buy these carbon tail caps on the back, carbon fiber. So a normal slide weighs, I want to say 12.4, something like that, 12.2 ounces. This one comes in at 10.5 ounces, so I did shave almost 2 ounces off the weight of the slide. Now, as soon as I put the RMR back on, I'm going to add 1.5 ounces back, or 1.25 ounces. So not saving a whole lot, but I like it, and that's half of what matters, right? Alright, so that's the slide from Jagerwerks. Again, I'll post a link in the description below. You can spend a little bit of money or a lot of money like I did. I also am getting the frame redone. For those of you who've been watching the channel, you know that my Glock 19 frame, I stippled myself. I also did some mag relief cuts in there. I live very close to Smyrna, Georgia. I'm about 20 minutes away from the Glock plant there. So I actually drove over to the Glock plant. The guard at the front gate secured the firearm, let me through. Customer service met me at a door, sat in a very nice waiting room, and 15 minutes later they brought me out a brand new Glock 19 Gen 4 frame, the rough texture one. Beautiful. Now I have a clean slate to start with. So took that, sent it off to where I'm getting it stippled. And it's not that I was completely unhappy with the personal job that I had done on the stippling. It's just it doesn't really compare to some of the machine work that people can do now. And on something of this caliber, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. So I'm also waiting on a barrel from S3F Solutions. It's the fluted and threaded barrel. And then actually while I was at Glock, believe it or not, they went ahead and for free put in an Agency Arms trigger for me. Now I supplied the trigger obviously, but they didn't charge me to swap it out. And I was thinking for liability's sake, they wouldn't touch it. but I think the guy just, you know, did me a solid there, and I appreciate that. So the Glock customer service, thumbs up. You guys took care of me that day. Again, hit subscribe. Really excited about how this build is going to turn out. If the rest of it is as sexy as this thing is, I'm going to be very happy with my new custom Glock 19. So don't want to miss it. Again, hit subscribe. Any comments, post them below, and we'll see you on the next one.